Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to do a demo of Grok 3. I've been using Grok 2 for quite a while with the API, and only recently Grok 3 has been added, and I'm very excited to try it out. I first started using it yesterday, and today I'm going to use it more. And Elon Musk has spent billions of dollars to develop Grok, and by some measures, Grok 3 was the best AI in the entire world, at least for a short while when it first launched. And it's launched sometime within the last month, I believe, Grok 3. And yeah, so this video I'm going to do an overview and show you what you can do with it. It's very, very useful. You can get output. It's basically like a competitor to ChatGPT and Google Gemini, and you can use it right from your Twitter or X account. Okay, so when you go to Twitter or X, you'll see your profile, and on the left side there should be a button that says Grok, and it looks like there's an icon of a black hole. I think that's really cool. And if you want to follow me on X, you can follow me at Watson Tech World. Okay, so to get started with Grok, you just need to click on this button, the Grok button. You can also just directly go to x.com/i/Grok, and that's actually what I used to previously use. So more recently I used the Grok API, and this is what the API looks like. But I used to also use just from Twitter, use the Grok like this. And hopefully soon Grok 3 will come to the API as well. But anyway, so this video is going to be about how to use it from x.com. And Grok is incredibly useful. It's kind of like a ChatGPT or Google Gemini, and it might actually be better. Sometimes, honestly, Grok gives better output. And I daily use Grok 2, and now Grok 3 is out, and Grok 3 is probably even better than Grok 2. So let me give you an example of some things I asked it. I said, teach me how to start a successful SaaS company with low startup requirements with the goal to get customers ASAP. And I think it gave a great answer. So it knows what SaaS is, software as a service, and it actually put the hyphens in there, which is great. With low startup requirements and a focus. So first it has to understand the question. If it doesn't understand the question, the output might be meaningless. And it gave the output very quickly. I think it gave all of this within 10 seconds. And yeah, I think that was quite good output. And it basically says it's an achievable goal if you approach it strategically. Below, I'll walk you through a step-by-step guide for efficiency, low cost, and rapid customer acquisition. The key is to leverage lean principles, existing tools, and a customer-centric mindset. So identify a niche problem to solve. That's step one. That's very important. I've previously made a similar problem in business where I'm just one of maybe hundreds of other sellers, and if you don't niche down initially, it's going to be much harder to compete. Use tools such as Google Trends, Reddit, or Xposts to spot recurring complaints or underserved needs. And validate your idea before building. I think that's definitely a great idea. Building a product without validation wastes time and money. You want customers ASAP, so confirm demand first. Create a simple landing page. So I think that this actually really is great advice. And let's say you have under $500 to spend, maybe even you only have $100 to spend. This is a great idea, and even there's ways you can do this. If you learn from Noah Kagan, he even has ways where you literally just ask friends to do this, and you do it kind of for free. He has different ideas. I think this is really a great output. Okay, so regardless of how good it is, I want to show you how you can use this. So you can give feedback if you like it or not. You can copy this, and then you can also share this. So for example, share this, so you can go copy link, And note that I'm not logged in. I'm using a different browser and it's not logged into X. And this is what a share link looks like. And it literally has the share in there, the /share. And I think that's great that you're able to share this. And if you want to actually copy the output, you can copy it like that. And you can then go into Google Docs or paste it into a text file. Okay, so I clicked on copy and then I pasted this into Google Docs, and it copies the formatting. And if you want to see the text, if you paste it into a text file, this is what it will look like. So it doesn't copy it as Markdown like ChatGPT or Google Gemini, but that's okay. This is just the pure text, but if you want to keep the formatting, you can put it into like Google Docs or something like that. So I think this was great advice, and let's go on to another question. So recently, I became more interested in the Dart programming language. I know very little about it, but there's this program called Flutter that apparently makes it much easier to make mobile apps for like Android or iOS, and I became interested in it. And Grok 3 is super smart. It knows so many things, and you can learn it. You can use it to learn almost anything. So for example, this is teaching me about Dart, the programming language. I'm not going to do any code for this video, but I just wanted to show you that, yeah, this can teach you about code, but I'm not going to go more into this. This was just an example of something you can have it teach you. And I think that really is great output. But let's say you're not interested in code. Let's say you want to, for example, you want to learn about a book. So you can, one book I know I really want to read, but I haven't read, is called about Marcus. So let's say I want it to teach me about Marcus Aurelius's, or teach me about the book Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. So he was a Roman emperor, and this is a famous book. And it's probably been trained on meditations by Marcus Aurelius. And it says he's one of the most influential works of Stoic philosophy written by Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius. And it talks about different Stoic ideas. So if you're interested in Stoicism, this could be a good book to read. And this seems to know quite a lot about it, and it interestingly knows about the historical context, which I think is very useful, and why it's special. Unlike many philosophical works, it's not dense or academic. It's a guy trying to figure out how to be a better person while running an empire and facing his own mortality. This definitely sounds like a human wrote this, although it was AI that wrote it. And you don't need to know Stoicism to get it. You just need to be human. For example, he writes, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Simple yet profound." So read slowly, reflect, and there's different translations that you can use. So translating Latin, or actually translating ancient Greek, which I think that was what it was originally written in, it can be very difficult to translate, and even the best translators can make different translations. So anyway, this is a really great answer in my opinion. Okay, and now I want to show you another thing here, which generate an image. So I've previously asked this question to other AI chatbots. Generate an image of two polar bears playing with two Arctic wolves at the North Pole, playing ice hockey. I'm going to ask it playing ice hockey. So you can generate an image, and it's usually very fast. And look, it generates 4 images. Okay, actually this is the first time I've seen it generate 4. Usually it would just generate 1 or maybe 2. And I love that it's generating 4. So this is maybe the first time I've seen 4. I think Grok 2 showed only 1 or maybe 2. This is really wonderful. And look at this. This is amazing. Look, the polar bears have on the hockey gloves, and one of the wolves has hockey gloves and a hockey stick, and one of the wolves doesn't have a stick or hockey gloves. But one thing that's really wonderful about this image is, look, it looks at like it has snow and ice, so it could be in the Arctic Circle. So that requires background knowledge, right? It requires background knowledge what a polar bear looks like and what an Arctic wolf looks like. And yeah, I imagine it would have been trained on millions of images. So look at that. The polar bears are wearing helmets. That's wonderful. And for some reason, the wolf doesn't have gloves on or a helmet or hockey stick. And this is a, my goodness, this is wonderful. This is so creative. So for some reason, the wolf has two hockey sticks. I'm not exactly sure why, but this is what a hockey puck looks like. I think that's really wonderful. And then here, look, there's I think this wolf looks a little bit too big, but I do think that these bears look very interesting. And the hockey sticks, yeah, maybe they look a little bit corrupted, but I think it still looks pretty cool. And it looks like there's something around the wolf's paw. Not exactly sure what that is. And it looks like the puck, the wolf is holding it almost like a, I don't know, like a human holding it on their chest. So this is very interesting. And then let's try out the edit. So you have the option edit with Grok. This was not available in Grok 2, but I'd like to see what change the wolf's sweater to green color, and let's see how that works. So this does, it's a little bit slower than Grok 2 was. Grok 2 was super fast, but I think that the quality here is much, much better. Okay, so look here. It took the same image. Oh gosh, that's so wonderful. So it's literally the same image, but it changed it to green. Oh my gosh, that's so wonderful. You could literally use Grok to make images for a book. Honestly, I think this is a great use case. So instead of hiring a human artist, you could use Grok to generate images, and this is so useful. And look at this. This looks like almost like a mama polar bear with her kid, maybe, watching the game. I think that's so cute. So look here. So the wolf is the same here, and the two bears look the same, just with different. One is green, but they did add some changes, like the ice changes color a little bit. There's looks like sort of mountains in the background, but not here. And then the mountains look a little different here and a little different here. But this is really super, super, super amazing in my opinion, and I love it. Okay, and I want to show you downloading the image, one of the images. Okay, so let's say we wanted to download this image. We can just click on the download button or save image. Okay, so I downloaded it to my computer, and notice that there's a watermark. It's hard to see, but it says Grok at the bottom. If you really didn't like it, you could just cut that out, but I think it's okay. And notice, yeah, this really does look wonderful, and it's 1024 by 768. And honestly, I did not expect this with Grok. I thought that I would generate an image like this, and it would generate completely different images. But this honestly is so useful to me, I might even start using this instead of Canva for certain things. This is so amazing. Okay, so this was a demo of Grok. I showed you a few text outputs, and I show you some text image generation. Hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe or follow this channel. Thank you.